What's up, everybody? This is Bree from Young, Safe, and Free, and I'm back with the second half of this month's Foundations in Faith. And I can't wait to get it started for you all. I probably should have posted this video last week since I didn't post anything on Saturday because I couldn't get it edited. But we'll go ahead and jump right into it. The biggest blessing in my life is my revelation of God. Growing up in the way that I grew up, growing up in a church where they feel like Jesus doesn't talk to you, growing up in not really knowing God for myself and God still keeping me, that's a big blessing. That's a huge blessing. That's probably the biggest blessing. But because I've been in this city alone, I've been in car accidents. One of which I fell asleep driving and the car was totaled, but I came out with a sprained ankle and a scratch across my hand. I've backed my car into a ditch. My tire has blown out on the highway and almost hit the median. I've been shot at. I've been in, situations where my life was literally in danger. And my hair is a little jacked up right now because I just woke up. And if you're wondering, yes, I did just record a devotional video in this. Yes, I did. It's the same day, but this is going to be out on Saturday. But the fact that he kept me in all of that is a blessing, even when I didn't really know who he was. And then on top of that, finding out who he was blessed me for real. Like, finding out who he was and understanding why he did what he understanding why he did what he did. I don't know why he loves me, but he does love me, and that's why he did it, because of his love and his grace and mercy. Like, that's awesome to me. That is probably the biggest thing for me, just to come to that understanding. Even when I don't understand completely, understanding that there is love there, which is why he did it. A1. Things that I'm grateful for that didn't go as planned, my relationships. I'm definitely grateful for the current relationship that I have. But, had it been up to me, I would have married my first love very young. Like, very, very young. And I'm grateful to God that I didn't do that. Because it just was not meant for me to be in that relationship long term. I was in that relationship for a very long time, but it just was not meant for me to be his wife. And I know that, even in my other relationships that I had after that, I'm glad that I'm not in those anymore. In the devotional video, I did talk about how I ran into a lot of my exes, and even though they don't live here, they've been contacting me, they've been calling me, and I'm like, God, thank you for saving me from that. Like, one of them, the one that I actually physically ran into here in Augusta, he has like $70,000 with the student loans. He still don't know what he want to do with his life. And I'm like, God, thank you for saving me from that. And not only that, he didn't even remember why we weren't together. And I'm like, do you not remember what you did? Like, that's why we're not together, because you don't know how to keep it to yourself. You want to share with everybody. Anybody who was willing to be shared with, you were willing to share. But you don't remember that. That's crazy. And of course, there was domestic violence, and thank God that I got out of that. Because that really could have been my life, for real. That could have been the end of my life. Literally, the day that I left could have been the end of my life. So one, from blocking me from things that I wanted that weren't, that I wanted for my life, did not need. And from physically protecting me. So like, even days that I'm running late, and I'll be mad that I'm running late, but it's like, you don't know what could have happened on the way. You don't know. And that's in any sense. For where God took me to where he's taking me things that I felt like I was running behind on, he did it for a reason. I have no idea what could have happened to me if it would have went the way that I wanted it to. I have no idea. And even when I was doing things my own way, I was still screwing up my life. Still, like, and I thank God for for keeping me at the pace that He has me at. Okay, so I'm going to do Psalm 107, 8 through 9. And it says, let them give thanks to the Lord for His unfailing love and His wonderful deeds for mankind. For He satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. The reason why I chose that verse, I was stuck between this one and another one, but the reason why I chose that particular one is because He's done all those things, even for those who are spiritually, emotionally, physically hungry. He's fed you in ways. He's fed me in ways that I could never even imagine. You could never tell me that I was going to be able to get over things that happened to me as a child. You could never tell me that I'll be able to get over things that hurt me to the point that I felt like I wanted to die. You couldn't tell me that he was going to do that. That he was going to do that, because I just never thought that I was going to be able to get over those things. I thought I was just going to have to carry that with me for the rest of my life. And He's delivered me from those things. He delivered me from myself. And I'm so grateful for that. For many of you, y'all know that I'm a big fan of Philippians, especially Philippians 4, 11 through 13, and not just verse 11. But the whole chapter of Philippians 4 is great. It's great. And so in this chapter, if you're not familiar with it, Paul was thanking the Philippians for helping him. They gave him financial help. They were able to feed him. They were able to do so many things for him. And he was encouraging them about Jesus and how their names should be written in the good book and all those things. And just telling them don't worry about anything, but just pray, be prayerful about everything. And to even go farther, where he was actually thanking them. Verse 11 is one of my favorites, and y'all may know this already, but it says, "Not that I was ever in need, for I learned how to be content with everything that I have." Verse 12, "I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or a little. For I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. Even so, you have done well to share with me in my present difficulty." So the reason why I like that particular excerpt is because we go through things, and learning to be content is learning to deal with what you have and what you don't have. And I've had everything, and then I've had nothing. I've had, jobs that I love and jobs that I hate. I've been in a place of bondage, and I've also been in a place of freedom. And so it's a good thing to think of people that are there with you when you're in your bad time. Because they didn't have to be there. And I know, like, specifically my pastor and First Lady, I thank them all the time, because when I got to Cathedral Praise when I joined in October of 2016, I was in a place where I literally would not talk because I was so distraught by what had happened to me. And I know how hard it was for them to be able to push me to where I am right now, especially for me to be doing this right here. It took a lot. I don't know if they know that I do this, but either way, for me to even be comfortable enough to do this, it takes a lot, because it wasn't anything but God, and God putting them in my life for them to push me. And it just, to know that they love me the way that they do, even when I was doing some things that was not of God. When I first got there, even after I joined, I still wasn't doing it for like almost 2 years. I would do right in some areas, but other areas it's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and this is it. But it just for me to get to where I am right now, I know that it was for the people that were around me, my cousin, my grandmother, my mama, daddy. Even though they don't understand where I'm going or what I'm doing, they still were there to support me. People I was friends with. God is amazing. He is. Am I content in good times and bad times? Absolutely. I just told y'all I've learned the Philippians 4:11 and 12 definitely explains that, and that's been one of my favorite verses because of the time that I've been in since I've been in Augusta. I haven't had it my whole life put together the way I thought I would when I came back home, but I'm still thankful to God that I have my life, because there was a time where I wanted to kill myself. In this, since being back. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that at all. There's been times where I just wanted to give up everything because nothing was going the way that I needed to. I don't have the job that I want. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm struggling. And I was tired. But because I have learned to trust God, I know that I can be content in these situations. There were times I didn't have money to pay my rent. I never told my parents. I never told anybody. And I literally couldn't do nothing but trust God, and provided everything that I needed. Oh, I'm not going to cry. I'm crying again. Yep, it's happening. God, I thank you. Cheesecake. Little things of being able to spend time with my family, and have a good time and not be arguing and carrying on, just to be able to be with them and have a good time and enjoy each other's company. And not just my family, anybody that I genuinely care about, just to be around them and, enjoy their company. It means the world to me. It just gives me a peace, to be around. Because, even this last time I was with my family, it wasn't a good time at all. But to know that everybody has stuff going on. And sometimes I feel so alone. Alone. I feel so alone sometimes. But to know that there are people that are also going through, because of what I've learned that I tend to do is when I go through things, I shut off other people. I shut myself away from other people. I just kind of be my little bubble. Don't nobody bother me. Don't nobody call me, text me, nothing. I don't want to be bothered. That I tend to do that, but being able to be around my friends, being able to be around my family, gives me a peace of mind that I'm not alone, even when I feel like I am. Today, I'm grateful for being able to smile. Listen, I am one of those girls who has resting face, bad, really, really bad. I'll be at work and people just won't talk to me because my face is so, I just look mean all the time. It's not because I am mean. I can be, but just being honest, I can be, but that's not why I look like that all the time. That's just the way my face is. But being able to smile after everything that I've been through, that is what I'm grateful for. Because there was a time where I would just cry. I literally would just cry and cry and cry because it felt like everything was over. Oh my God, I'm not gonna do this again. I don't know if this really counts as advice. But my boyfriend, one day we were arguing. I don't like to be vulnerable. That is my flaw. That's one of my biggest flaws. I don't like to be vulnerable. And he was like, it's okay to not keep it all together. Like, he's like, I need you to keep it together so that you can tell me what's wrong, but you don't have to keep it all together with me. And I was just like, how do you my jaw just popped. That was not fun. But for him to tell me that, I was just like, wow, like, because I get to a place where I don't want I don't want to be bothered when I feel down, but I also don't like to bother other people with my problems. And so I'll be around people, and even if I'm like hurting, like butt hurt, I'll just smile anyway, and I'll try to keep it together so nobody will know what's going on. And even with him, I do that. And sometimes you get to a place where you can't hold it together no more. And it led to the biggest argument we've ever had. And yeah, because I've always been taught you don't let other people see you cry. I've always been taught that. So, literally seeing myself falling apart because of what I'm going through. I said I wasn't going to do this thing. Literally seeing myself falling apart because I'm busting at the seams because I'm trying to hold everything together. I don't have to do that. I have people that care about me, that they'll put their stuff aside for me even when I feel like they shouldn't. That I'm something extremely grateful for. One way is I can allow them to be there for me and stop trying to be superwoman and hold it all together, because I'm not superwoman. Like, I'm just not. What else can I do? I can communicate with them through their love language. So, like my boyfriend, he likes to talk. He just likes to talk. So just being able to sit around and talk with him to show that I appreciate him, because I know that's something that he likes to do that. Or if like my aunt, just letting her talk to me. She loves to impart knowledge and wisdom. Letting her do that with me when I know that I need it anyway. Being able to help my first lady around the church. Like, we have a funeral at the church Friday, which is tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Just being able to help her any way that I can. So if that means showing up for rehearsals, if I'm off, then I'll do that. If that means singing with her if I have to, I'll do that too. It just doing what's important to them is what I'm trying to say. I think for the beach. I love the beach. I think the beach is like the most coolest thing ever. And my family's from Florida, so being able to be around the beach is like the way the beach works as far as the waves and the tide, and how the moon and the moon and the sun work together to create this peaceful atmosphere. Like, it's so beautiful to me. I'm thankful for prayer because prayer saved my life. Somebody was praying for me. Let me tell you, because somebody was praying for me, because it had to be. Because if I would have went the way that I wanted to, I would have been out of here years ago. Probably about 10, 11 years ago. Probably longer than that. Like, I would have been out of here. And I'm thankful that somebody prayed for me, that I would hear from God, that I would be able to get out of that place and be able to be protected. Because I'm telling you, I would have been out of here. If I wouldn't have killed myself, somebody would have killed me. I'm telling y'all. Thankful for the Bible because it gives me the direction that I need. When I feel like I don't have any direction for where I'm going or what to do, it tells me how to get to where I'm going. Even if it doesn't say, hey, you need to go to this job, you need to do this, you need to do that. It don't say that, but it tells you how to get in with God. As far as how can I hear from Him when I have so much going on? How can it will lay out everything it gives you. It's literally a cheat code for life. That's why I'm thankful. The Bible is a cheat code for life. Like, it might, sometimes it don't tell you, like I said, it doesn't always give you specific instructions, but it tells you how to get to God so that you can hear your specific instructions. I'm grateful, even if I don't get anything else, I am grateful for my life. I will never, ever be able to voice that enough, to thank God enough for my life, because oh my God, I'm so sick of crying on this video. Being able to just thank God that He found fit for me to be here, because I've said this at least 3 times, I know, but I did not want to live at one point in my life. Recently, I just didn't want to live anymore. God said, God, if this is what living is, I don't want it. I don't like hurting like this. I don't like feeling like I'm being overlooked and stepped over and stepped on, and I don't like feeling like that. But I'm grateful because He kept me. Give me another chance. Even when I did something contrary to His will, He still let me live. And I forever owe Him everything that I have. Because everything that I have came from Him. It wasn't my doing. It wasn't my mama's doing. It wasn't what my mama's doing. It was God. I worship God because I owe Him that much. I owe Him that much. All He asks is that we enter His courts with thanksgiving. All He asks is that we worship Him in spirit and truth. He asks that we love one to another, like that. The simplest things. And everything that He did for us. Sometimes I can be a very visual person, and imagining what God went through, or what Jesus went through at Calvary when He didn't want to. Jesus didn't want to. I don't think people realize He did not want to die. I don't think people realize that. Like, He did not want to die. That's why, and let me find. So, like, I'm sorry, y'all, I had to find the verse. So, like, in Matthew 26. When he goes to Gethsemane, and he was grieving because he knew he had to die. Like, that don't sound like somebody that wants to die. And then, on top of that, when he was praying, he said, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. Yet I want your will to be done, not mine." And when he went, and even then, he still wasn't at peace with it. Like, he didn't want to do it, but he still did it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not that selfless. I'm not gonna put my life on the line. Like, so many people are like, "I would die for this, that," but would you really? Would you really? Like, I don't think that I could do that. I don't think that I could send my child to do that. I don't think I could do any of it. But he saw fit to die for me. That's why I worship him. That's why I give him everything I got, because he's worth it. Like, he thought I was worth it, so he's worth the worship. But that's all I have for y'all. I'm sorry I was crying so much, y'all. I'm trying to keep it together. See, here it goes. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.